Ladies and gentlemen, it's your sweet Zionist Prince Tal, the traveling clad here, recording back live from Israel. Today we're looking at a video from the king grifter himself, Piers Morgan. I really don't like this guy. Let's check it out.
I don't see any future in Gaza with Hamas in any kind of power. Do you?
Did we come up against the white man mantra of it's complicated? I think we did, folks. Here we are again.
Well, hang on, what colour are you?
Responding
hang on,
to...
what colour are you?
I'm sadly of your camp, Piers.
You're white. So why are you using skin?
November
Why are you using skin? Well, you're sad you're white.
This has already devolved into a really shitty conversation, like most of the conversations on Piers Morgan.
No, sadly in your camp is what I said.
What does that mean?
You know, affiliated with your life.
You're going to toss around skin colour jibes. What do you mean?
Yes. Anyway, your question
what do you mean?
was...
What do you mean?
That in November 2024...
What do you mean by your skin colour jibe? Are you saying that because we have white skin we can't comment on this?
Oh, spare me. You know, this little victim thing you do...
It's not a victim thing.
Not
I'm asking you to clarify exactly what you mean when you say these things.
And I will tell you exactly what I'm going to clarify, which is that in November 2024, Yoel Gallant, who is a wanted war criminal, and Israel's ousted defense minister actually told the families of hostages that Israel had actually achieved all its military objectives in Gaza. And he was very clear on something that is well known within Israel.
Should Hamas... my question for you is... Sorry, you have to answer my question or I'll move on to somebody else.
I'm still going to your question.
No, answer my question. Should Hamas have any power going forward after this or not?
You know, Piers Morgan created this universe, I have to say. We've talked on the show about reaping what you sow. I mean, this man has invited on Candace Owens, Rabbi Shmuley, and fucking Destiny to debate Israel-Palestine on the show. Instead of inviting somebody like me, a Mizrahi Jew, which I don't believe there have been any on his show since the beginning of the war. Not once. It's all about numbers for him. Getting whoever has the highest rating, but for actual discussion that matters, he's created this shitty universe where people are coming on talking about skin color. He's part of the problem. He's made this happen. So like you're kind of just experiencing right now what the universe that Piers Morgan has kind of created for himself.
I'm a talk. Political objectives of this deal are not, unfortunately, peace, which is the only sort of deal that we should be discussing at this
point. Should Hamas have any power after this?
A political... I'm not Palestinian. How is it for me to even answer that question? What I will tell you...
What do you mean? Why the fuck are you even talking about it? What are you talking about? I'm not Palestinian, so why should I have it? Then why even... What are you on Piers Morgan for? If you're... What do you mean?
You seem a world authority... A world authority on everything Israel's doing, but you can't even answer a basic question about whether Hamas should have any power after this.
Yeah, sweetheart, I just do analysis.
I'm not your sweetheart. I'm not your daddy. I'm not any of these stupid little jibes you're doing. I am white, a slur you seem to think is somehow worth delivering in the middle of this.
The current deal that we have on the table is really not a ceasefire deal, unfortunately, because...
Do you understand the Piers Morgan show? Jonathan Connorkiss? This man over here is a gentleman, good spokesperson. The fact that he's wasting his time with dummies like Piers Morgan, yes, he's a dummy, and whoever this lady is crazy. Like the Piers Morgan show is a circus. It's an absolute circus. This is ridiculous. These people, whoever's on this panel, is wasting their time with these stupid semantic arguments about skin color and race, and the guy calling him sweethearts. Like, what are you bringing on? Feels like you brought on a Columbia University student to defend Palestine.
There are no guarantees that phase 2 and 3 of the deal will ever be brought about. And I think that's really where the focus of this conversation should be.
You can't answer my question about Hamas having power.
Why don't we talk about serious things, Piers?
Why don't you just answer my question? I would actually say whether Hamas has power after this is a pretty damn serious question.
Do you
think they should?
I will get to that.
Do you think they should?
I will get to that.
Get to it now, because it's the question I've asked you.
I will get to it on my own time.
What's your answer?
My answer is, are you ready to hear it?
Answer it.
Little drum roll for you. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Is that we should be looking at a peace deal that achieves actual peace in the region.
Should Hamas have any power?
At the moment, the current phased proposal does not allow...
One more time before I leave you. Should Hamas have any power?
You're going to leave me? Oh, that would be sad. Let's actually talk about...
Well, I wouldn't worry about it, because you'll never be back here again. But just for the purposes of the...
Why would you invite this woman to your show? Is there no... I mean, I know, because I know people who have been on the show. I know there's a rigorous screening process, and it does not... You don't just invite everybody. Why the hell did you? Why? Because Piers Morgan doesn't care about the conversation. He doesn't care. I tell you this right now. He does not care about Israeli lives. He doesn't care about Palestinian lives. He doesn't care about this region. This man cares about making money. So he probably brought on this dumb. I'll be nice with my words, okay? He brought on this dummy onto the show because he hoped it would have been a spicy, hot conversation that would devolve into nothing, like it is. But it's devolving into nothing a little bit. You know what? I'm almost going to stand with that girl, even though she's probably vehemently anti-Israel and a bigot. I'll stand with her in saying, Piers, you're an idiot. Why did you bring her on the show in the first place? What did you think was going to happen? I honestly think you're disrespecting people like Jonathan Conarkis, who are in that panel, who is a serious man, a serious person, by bringing on this ditz onto the show to provide nothing, no value, no entertainment. You're not learning anything. I'm not learning anything. What a waste of time. Piers, do better. It's not just about money. I know that for you it's just about the money, but there's actual lives at stake here. Our lives, people like me who live in Israel, people like my family who live in Israel, who have to actually deal with these Islamists and these dummies in the West who support this shit. How about bring on actual people who can have a conversation, for not just to dramatize it? Yeah, maybe you'll lose a little bit of views here and there. Maybe you'll lose a little bit of money. I think you've made enough money off the conflict. How do you feel? I think you've made a little bit too much money off the conflict. And this is a pretty good representation of a money grab from entertainment. For the mainstream.
For the purpose of the question, we're not all 5-year-olds. Why don't you just try and be an adult? Try and be an adult in the room and answer a straight question.
How about you don't talk over me?
No, how about you answer my question or you shut up?
Oh, did
Which
you
one's it going to be?
Just tell me to shut up on
Yes,
the show?
I did. No, I gave you a choice. Answer the question or shut up. One of the two. Which one's it going to be?
You're not my dad, sweetheart.
Which one's it going to be?
You're not going to tell me what to do. And
I'm Ahmed, let me go to you because you seem
the real question
like somebody who won't be calling me sweetheart or dad. No, I'm done with you. I'm sorry. I'm done with you, Miriam. You're a complete. I do actually on my own show. I do on my show. You're a complete.
I like the attempt to bring down her volume. What a waste of time. Piers, you suck. I have to be honest with you. And I say this as somebody who has an appreciation for your attempt, but you suck. You really do. It's so clear. It is so clear that this is just a cash grab for you, and you don't genuinely care, because you wouldn't have had somebody like this on your show. All right? You really wouldn't have had somebody like this on your show. But you also wouldn't have had people like Rabbi Shmuley on your show, or you wouldn't have people like Candace Owens on your show, or people like Destiny, if you genuinely cared about the conflict and wanted to represent Israelis and Palestinians equally and their perspectives. Yeah, you don't care. You just care about getting these viral clips so you can make some cash. It's a waste of time, and honestly, do anything else. Or the alternative is bring on people who can actually conduct a conversation about this conflict eloquently, who can actually have a conversation, who know the facts, have to live through it, not just some random ditz from London who doesn't know shit about the conflict, who's just sitting there blabbing out and calling you a sweetheart. I hope you learn your lesson from this. Do better. Do better. This was a waste of everybody's time. Anyways, if you do want to support somebody who's doing better, support my channel. Buy some merchandise down in the description below, travelingclat.com, or join my Patreon. It really goes a long way to support my channel. And I love you guys very much. I love you a long time. Thanks for watching. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.